Hello there, you're welcome to another interesting edition of my podcast where I bring you my opinion on sporting related issues. Tonight, I'll be talking about the news that broke not too long ago, and that is the story of the Arsenal coaching situation. If you remembered, I did mention that Mikel Arteta was being touted to become the new manager. But that has since changed, and it seems that Unai Emery, the former manager of PSG, will probably be taking the reins of Arsenal. The news broke this evening when respected BBC correspondent or BBC media person David Ormstein, when he mentioned that on his Twitter that Unai Emery would be, named as the new Arsenal manager. And David Armstein is quite connected within the Arsenal. His news quite authentic, and is gone with it. And it seems that Unai Emery might become the next manager that Arsenal is looking for. If you remember, my own opinion initially was that I was parallelly in support of Mikel Arteta becoming the new manager, because I feel new managers ought to be given, well, upcoming managers ought to be given the opportunity, the chance, and we've seen a replica of this, happen in clubs like Barcelona, where Pep Guardiola became the manager of Barcelona. Zinedine Zidane became the manager of Real Madrid. So I was looking for a replica of that in Arsenal. But unfortunately, according to reports that's been making the space, Mikel Arteta wanted a control of, the transfer, rather than work with the newly created structure, which includes having a director of football who would deal with the recruitment, and they would just provide the manager with the players to play with. And it seems Mikel Arteta did not want that sort of system in place. So within hours or days, Unai Emery just surfaced to become the favorite to succeed Arsene Wenger. Now let's look at Unai Emery. I got to know this young gentleman. By the way, he's 46 years old, so he's a young man, a young manager. Got to know him in 2012 when he was coach of Spartak Moscow, and I think Spartak played in the Champions League that year. If I remember very well, Nigeria's Emmanuel Emenike played under this manager, and that's in 2012. But he got sacked due to the string of poor results, and he moved to Sevilla, where he won back-to-back Europa Cup, and he really did well in his time as a manager of coach of Sevilla. And one thing that is very, very notable, one thing that is worthy of note of Emery is the fact that he's a solid tactician. He knows how to play the very good football, and at the same time, he knows how to shut down a team if the need arises. He's a master tactician. And another thing that I think will be of advantage is the fact that in his role as a manager of PSG, he's been able to manage top class footballers like Neymar, uh, the likes of Neymar, Thiago Silva, Marco Verratti, um, this gentleman from Uruguay, Edson Cavani. So he's had the experience of managing players at the top level, and he's won back-to-back French titles with PSG. The only time he lost out was last season when he lost out to Monaco. But this season he came back strong and they won the treble. But what seemed to be his nemesis or downfall was the fact that PSG lost out in the Champions League, which is one trophy that the ownership or the hierarchy within PSG highly covet. And so I believe their elimination from the Champions League more or less sealed his fate. Other than that, I think his CV is quite impeccable. He's a winner, and is the sort of experience that Arsenal probably will need at this point in time. So I believe he's going to come in and probably um, put in some things in place. And there are talks or rumors that Thierry Henry could be his number two, which would be a very perfect one, considering the fact that he's an Arsenal bred through and through. So it remains to be seen what his backroom staff would look like. It is said that the announcement could be later on this week. So that is what it is at the moment. I don't know what your opinions or what your thoughts are about Unai Emery becoming the next manager of Arsenal for next season. You can drop me your note in the comment section. Let me know what you think or what your thoughts are. Do you think this is a very, very good choice by the Arsenal board? Or do you think they should have stuck with, or do you think Mikel Arteta would have been better? Let me know what your thoughts are. Until I come your way again with my opinions or my thoughts, this is Perspective from Oba. I'm out.